Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to Gamerjoob, and welcome to our Indigo Park character concept series. So recently we hosted another community livestream where everyone could join in and share all their ideas. And the winning idea from that livestream was Kelly Jellyfish. So we've now made this character and we'll be going through her backstory, gameplay mechanics and all that good stuff as well. But before we do any of that, do be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Gamerjoob as it helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. It also keeps you up to date with all the videos that we post. And as always, we will just quickly say that this is not indicative of what will actually happen in Chapter 2 for Indigo Park. This is just a fan theory and a fan story and we hope you enjoy. But alrighty, with that all out of the way, let's get into the character concept of Kelly Jellyfish. So, the story of Indigo Park has our main protagonist investigating the abandoned amusement park. The player is set on uncovering the truth and what happened to Indigo Park and what dark secrets lie within. Once they approach the front gate, that's when we meet our friendly AI companion, Rambley. Rambley the Raccoon is an animated AI program that runs everything at the park. He has the ability to access and control all the attractions and areas. And with this special ability, he agrees to help our main protagonist make their way through the park. But we soon realise that Indigo Park is much more dangerous than the player expected. The whole place is in disrepair, and there aren't any other people in sight. But that doesn't mean the park is completely abandoned. Lurking in the shadows are the twisted mascot characters that are out to get the player. The characters that reside in Indigo Park are as follows: Molly McCaw, Lloyd the Lion, Finley the Sea Serpent, and the mysterious Salem the Skunk. So far the player has met both Lloyd the Lion and Molly McCaw. Finley makes an appearance at the end of this chapter, but we have yet to see what will happen. The player just made it out alive with their encounters with both Molly and Lloyd. We know that Molly McCaw didn't survive in the end when she tried to attack the player, whereas Lloyd almost got the drop on our main protagonist, but they managed to get away. But as the player ventures deeper into Indigo Park, they're bound to meet more of these dangerous mascot characters. And soon enough, they'll come face to face with the newest character at the park. Speaking of, let's introduce her now. So, the next character we'll meet in Indigo Park is known as Kelly Jellyfish. Meet Kelly Jellyfish, the most vibrant and cheerful jellyfish in the whole ocean. Kelly has a roundish purple body and a large blue head with many tentacles dangling down from it. Her tentacles are long and flowy, with each one a different colour and hue. She has big sparkling eyes that shimmer with excitement. Kelly is always spreading joy and positivity wherever she goes, making everyone around the park smile with her bubbly personality. She loves to dance and twirl and leaves a trail of colourful bubbles behind her. Kelly Jellyfish is truly a magical and vibrant character here at Indigo Park. The area she was assigned to was called the Underwater Disco. This was a whole disco and dance area where Kelly Jellyfish would entertain and teach the guests how to dance. She'd do multiple shows a day and was very popular amongst all the visitors. But that all changed after the mysterious incident. Suddenly, one after the other, each of the mascots turned against the visitors. During one of Kelly's disco dance classes, she suddenly went rogue. Amongst all the panic, the majority of the guests were able to escape. But there were a handful that weren't so lucky. After the park shut down, Kelly Jellyfish was left alone inside the underwater disco. It was here where she'd stay hidden amongst the shadows. But if anyone was unlucky enough to cross her path, it wouldn't end well for that individual. And until that moment happens, Kelly Jellyfish will be waiting. So now we return back to the player. They've been exploring deeper into Indigo Park with the help of Rambley the Raccoon. With his AI capabilities, Rambley's been a big help with unlocking doors and certain areas. But now the player and Rambley have come across quite the challenging obstacle. They now find themselves in the underwater disco but can't get any further through the park. The player needs to exit through the main stage, but the doors are locked shut. The doors will only open up when the disco ball and the lights are activated. Rambley explains to the player that they need to boot up the power in order to activate these disco lights. The power supply is located underneath the disco through a series of corridors and passageways. So Rambley opens up the underground hatch and the player heads down. As they walk through these dimly lit corridors, they get the feeling that someone or something is watching them. As they continue forward, that suspicion is confirmed. Peering around a corner was Kelly Jellyfish. While staring at the player, she slowly backs away. The player needs to be extra careful now that Kelly's lurking around here. They need to quickly turn the power back on and rush back to the main stage. So they continue forward and make their way towards the generator. Finally, after searching around, they come across this generator. It seems to be missing a number of gears. Rambley tells the player that they need to search around and place the gears back in the generator. But they need to be quick, because Kelly Jellyfish wouldn't be too far behind them. Eventually, one by one, the player locates all the gears. They place them in the generator and activate the power. Up above them, the lights and the disco ball turn on. The stage doors open up and finally they can exit the underwater disco. As they make their way back up, all of a sudden Kelly Jellyfish leaps out towards them. The player quickly rushes back upstairs towards the disco. They need to quickly run back up and make it to the main stage doors. But with Kelly chasing them, that wouldn't be such an easy task. As soon as they make it back up to the upper level, the player runs towards the doors. All the lights and music stun Kelly Jellyfish for a short moment. She vaguely remembers this place. She hasn't been up to the disco for some time now. She spent most of her time down underground away from all the bright lights. It seems that this place has reminded her of how things used to be, before everything at the park crumbled away and fell into darkness. But in those quick moments, the player was able to make their getaway, and before Kelly could notice, it was already too late. She charged towards the doors, but Rambley had shut them at the last second. For now, the player was safe. But once again, that was a little too close for comfort. But now, Rambley and the player make their way further into Indigo Park, and they need to be careful and be ready for whatever Mascot Cahracter shows up next. So I think that Kelly Jellyfish is a great first addition to our Indigo Park roster of characters. I think she'd be quite an interesting character and add more to the overall characters and story at Indigo Park. I also personally think she fits in well with the other characters, and I think that she was an excellent character suggestion from our community, and as to what other characters will appear next, we'll just have to wait and see. Alrighty everyone, well that's all we have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing, as it helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. As always, let me know what you thought of Kelly Jellyfish and what you'd like to see going forward. Also, I just wanted to say a very big thank you to everyone who joined in our community character livestream that we hosted last weekend. All the suggestions we got were really awesome and you all joined in and gave it a fair go. With all of you getting involved and voting, we were able to come up with our winning character of Kelly Jellyfish. And I can only hope that I did a great job designing this character for you, the community. But alrighty everyone, until our next Indigo Park character concept series video, I'll catch you later, bye.